One, two.
Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. I got just a couple things on the turntable for you this week. As you can see, some more anodizing. I am working on a couple of my first custom orders for customers of my small titanium fixed blades. So a lot of my time is going into that. So anodizing is really all I have time for right now. Here's a couple things I've been working on. A little traditional style kiridashi, or sorry, not kiridashi, Quaken, for myself, and then a pair of butchers. This one being for a customer who requested a lanyard on his, and then this one being one that I'm just doing, hoping that another customer is going to be picking this up or possibly sending it to a few websites for review. Playing around with a few different finishes, as you can see. This one's a lot more glossy and shiny. This one's got like almost like a bead blasted kind of look to it. So just trying a couple of different techniques. I think this is actually the one we're going to go with because it's going to stand up better with use. But enough about that. Let's get to these. First off, I got a little skull key here. Gentleman asked for a nice, awesome purple, so that's what we went with. I've got one of these myself. Mine's Toxic. Pretty sweet little titanium multi-tools, bit drivers, mini pry bar, little hex key. Yeah, pretty sweet little tool. But the coup de grace this week. So it's an 801. You can see we got a heavy acid stone wash on the blade. The blade features a regrind, which I touched up. It's a really high flat grind, but just took a lot off of it. So it's a really nice slicer. But the color, you can see we went with a deep blue. And then I actually sanded the flats, but a lot of people, sand the whole flat. So I just kind of sanded and faded up here. So you can see I've got a secondary color of bronze going up through the handles, right to about here. On both sides we did that same technique. And so it's got that nice bronze and then a deep blue. And by deep blue, I mean on the anodizing spectrum, I think blue starts around 21 or so. It starts going from purple to blue. So we've got it right at that transition from purple to blue instead of higher on the spectrum, which gives you a little bit more brighter blue. But overall, I think that thing looks pretty freaking badass. The only 801 I've got of my own is actually the CBCF. Because I always thought these looked plain Jane, but that's badass, man. And then I showed you guys this last week or the week before. I actually changed the backside up a little bit, though. It was more purplish before. I put a little more bronze in there this time. So yeah, still a badass knife. So that's it for this week, you guys. More things coming up. You're going to see these guys once they're finished up. You're going to see this guy once it's finished up. I've got another new blade design of mine that I'm going to show you guys maybe next week or the week after. I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, lots of stuff on the horizon. If you're interested in getting in on these mini butchers, let me know, because this one is going to be available. And yeah, thanks for your support. Thanks for stopping by. Check you later.